Okay.
Yeah. Hold on. Let me give it back to you right now. Make host. There you go.
All right. I'll make you
Okay.
co-host then right
Yep.
now. Is that good?
Yeah, that would be awesome.
Then it's already, everything's
Yeah.
taken care of.
Right. We're all set now.
Good.
Yep. Yeah. I'll just wait for the learners to come in, then hit the record button.
Perfect.
So yeah. And I'll moderate the chat for you, okay?
Thank you.
Yeah.
And I'm just going to
Thanks.
leave it open and free flowing, just like last time.
Yeah, yeah.
Leave it open for questions. I'd rather
Mhm.
that people just, you know,
Yeah.
call
Yeah.
out their questions when they have
Mhm.
them, and we'll.
Yeah, if some learners happen to have no any microphones and they're just pushing posting their questions on chat, I'll go ahead and voice it out for you so that
Okay.
you could, you would know it. Yeah.
Great.
Yeah. Okay. I think we're all set now.
Okay.
Uh yeah, just a few seconds now they will be coming in.
Sure.
Okay.
Yep.
Hmm. Thanks.
Been having issues with my internet today, so hopefully
Hmm.
the internet will continue to be good and stable during
Yeah,
this
I can
session.
see I can see your picture that there's no if the internet is an issue, you would see the pictures would get blurry, but I don't see any of that right now.
Okay, good. I
Yeah.
hope that continues. I spent the time in between classes resetting the router and trying to troubleshoot online with the provider, but it's pretty
Mm-hmm.
hard. They're not very helpful.
Yeah. You're using Comcast?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. I've worked with Comcast before.
Yeah.
I was like technical support there.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, they've taken all that away now and they make you do it yourself
Hmm.
online, which,
Yeah.
that can be challenging when you already don't have internet. And then they
Right,
want you to get
right.
online with your phone, and all the phone will say is we can't connect, or we don't find your router or
Yeah,
whatever. It's like,
exactly.
no
That's why
help.
you need to call them out.
Yeah. But you can't get anybody on the phone anymore either. Hi, folks. I
Yeah.
see you all coming in.
Hi.
Hi there. Kind of slow on this beautiful Friday. Maybe this will be a small class today because everybody's getting outside.
Maybe.
Maybe. Wow. So we have Michael and Deanna. Welcome. We're just going
Thank
to talk about some home use fitness equipment that's inexpensive and easy to use and safe.
Good. I was trying to get in with my computer. I'm using my phone now, but for some reason I can't get in with my computer, and I don't know what the problem is.
Yeah, I know I've been having internet problems in my area this morning and yesterday as well. I don't know if that's part of it, Deanna, or but perhaps Lester, our TA and tech support from GetSet Up, maybe he has a suggestion for
Oh,
you. Yeah, but
okay.
you're on your phone right now, so the other possible option after the class, you could email help@getsetup.io and explain to them what problem you ran into, and maybe they will have a solution for you. Hi, Karen and Jean Ann joining us.
Hey, Stacy. Hello, everyone. Happy Friday. Haven't taken the class from you for a while, but I'm looking forward to this.
Great. Great. I'm glad you're here. Just waiting to see if any more people join us. It's such a small group today, but I know it's a beautiful day outside. In many areas, maybe people are doing that instead of sitting in front of their computer.
Okay. You were telling me what I could do after the meeting.
You can
What,
email help@getsetup.io. And I'll mention that a couple more times before class is over because it's in my beginning and closing slides. And
Okay.
you'll see that email address written out.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Well, we're off to a bit of a slow start today as people are joining, or maybe this is all we'll have today. I'll go ahead and share my screen to get us started.
All right.
Yeah. Home fitness equipment.
Just waiting for the slides to load. There we go. So we're going to talk today about fitness equipment for home use. And this is a picture here of my own collection. All right, so I am your guide. My name is Stacy. I'm from Pennsylvania. I've been teaching fitness since the mid-1980s, and I love connecting with other adults who are interested in improving their health and fitness. I guess you all are seeing the slides, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes. Yes.
Good. And GetSet Up is a training and educational platform that helps you learn useful things from people just like yourself. And I love that you're allowing me to see you and you guys have your cameras turned on. That's fabulous. That way it feels more like a community and we can just have a chat and we can see each other. If you happen to be joining on our website by the live stream, we welcome you. But remember, the best way to participate is to join us and register for class. Here again is how to request the recording after class. Just one more opportunity to copy down the email. It's help@getsetup.io. And GetSet Up is not paid to promote any specific products or services like the ones I'm going to be showing and demonstrating in class today. So here's what I thought we might talk about. And this is just an idea because I welcome your ideas as well. We're going to talk about what kind of portable fitness equipment is recommended for home use and how you can get the most out of it, how you can exercise safely with fitness equipment at home, and how you want to maintain your fitness equipment to make sure that it's always safe when you go to pick it up. And that especially applies to the resistance bands that I'm going to show you later. Most of the other equipment doesn't deteriorate, like your weights. They're not going to deteriorate. It's not something you have to worry about, or a step if you have one. But those elastic stretchy bands do tend to get cracks and tears in them pretty readily. And so you have to check them each time. So I would just put it out to you guys. What kind of fitness equipment do you already have? What are you thinking about getting? Or what are you interested in and you'd like to ask about?
I'm interested in the pedal, I guess, not the bike, but the pedal, which you can sit in a chair.
Yes, it's like it fits under the desk, and you just use it for some cardio experience as you pedal while you're seated in a chair or at your desk, right? I don't have that on my list today, but I think those are wonderful. And I'm interested in that too, and it might be something that I should add to my list here to talk about if I run this class again.
Okay.
These are my favorites. So I have my top of the list is starred for you, but these are the 10 that I really kind of like the most. The first one, number 1 on my list, is fitness balls, and they are not weighted, and I love them. And I'm going to show you a little video as we move on of a gentleman who works with Silver Sneakers. I'm sure you've heard of that organization. And he demonstrates really quickly in a minute and a half why fitness balls, as inexpensive as they are, why they are a wonderful piece of equipment to have and a bunch of different things you can do with them. So next on the list is the weighted fitness balls. You can do things with those. A stability ball, which is just a bigger fitness ball. I have that on one of my slides coming up. A Bosu ball, which is a half ball on a flat surface. And then my second favorite is dumbbells, not kettlebells. And we'll see what the difference is and why I recommend dumbbells, but not kettlebells. Resistance bands. It's another great way to get in your resistance exercise. They're inexpensive, they're portable, they're lightweight, and you can work them at your own ability level. So I love them too. A jump rope is great if you want cardiac activity. If you're all about the cardio and your knees and hips allow you to jump, then a jump rope is great because it's portable. You can take it with you. You can do a little bit of jumping or a lot. But again, that's based on your own ability. Remember, jumping is something that puts a lot of stress and strain on your body. You need a good pair of supportive shoes if you're going to jump rope and do that pounding. And you need to hold good posture and have a strong back because it does jar your spine. And then if your hips will allow you and your knees can tolerate it, you can jump.
Stacy,
Yes.
with the jumping, what about those little mini trampolines that are maybe easier on the knees and
Oh,
body?
they're fabulous, especially
Okay.
the ones that have a handle so you don't
Okay.
lose your balance. I love those. Thank you for bringing that up. I don't have that in my picture. I didn't even think about that. But yes, those mini trampolines are great. Now, a stretch strap is something that helps assist you if you're working on your flexibility. And I will show you a stretch strap. A yoga mat is good if you're able to get down on the floor and do floor work. Then you want a yoga mat, for support and to soften the surface that you're on. A foam roller is great if you have an injury. It's helpful to roll over a sore muscle. And in some cases, foam rollers can be used to help promote stretching. And I have a little bit of pictures of that as we move on. So those are my top 10, the ones that came most quickly to mind when I was developing this class. And again, my favorites, the unweighted fitness ball, dumbbells, resistance bands, and a stretch strap, not stretchy, but a stretch strap to assist with working on flexibility. So let's talk about unweighted fitness balls. You can use them to strengthen your core and improve your stability and balance. You can also work on your rhythm, coordination, and range of motion with these balls. They're inexpensive and easy to transport. I thought that I had this guy's, wait, wanted to go back. Let me see here. Here we go. I was looking for the video and I don't see it on here. I wonder if it's down lower. Let me move this.
It's at the bottom.
There it is. Let's see if we can pull up this video. You'll love this guy. He demonstrates quickly a little bit about this fitness ball that I'm talking about.
Okay.
Part of my job as a fitness professional is to magnify the good in all the fitness tools that are available to you. And I've got to tell you, the ball is one of my favorite. And I don't think that's a coincidence. The earth is round, the sun is round. Sports have been at the center of round balls as far as I can remember. Hippocrates was prescribing balls for people thousands of years ago to fix ailments in physical wellness. And here we are. We're left with the ball. It's light, it's portable, it's inexpensive, and what you can do with it is endless. From bouncing it and having to move in space, which forces our brain and our body to work, it's called kinesthetic differentiation. How much energy do I need to put into something to get it to go where I want it to go? And then how do I get it safely and return it back to where I want it to be? It's throwing and catching, hand-eye coordination, which is so good for the brain-body connection. It is turning and rotating, getting range of motion in all of our joints, in all of the ways that we move. We can get our core with the ball. We can play with the ball with somebody else. We can change levels with it. We can work on our grip. It's endless. I'm telling you, if there's anything that you want to have in your fitness toolbox, it's a ball, it's small, it's light, and it's endless.
Okay. So there, he says it better than I can, and he does it quickly. And I think his little video is just fabulous. So I hope you enjoyed that. Shows you a little bit about the different ways you can use that fitness ball. I use it as an option in my core training class. So if you've ever taken that class, you know that I use it to maintain a certain distance with my hands when we're doing range of motion exercises, pulling ourselves slightly off balance, and then working with our core muscles to recenter ourselves. And I like it also in demonstrating. I feel like it helps you to see what I'm doing with my hands a little bit easier. And I do some of that rotating and twisting movements that he showed you to increase range of motion and hand strength. So the next group of fitness equipment that I love are dumbbells. And I feel like we should always be doing some work to strengthen our bodies. We lose muscle mass as we age, so it's even more important that we focus on maintaining our strength. And a set of dumbbells is great. You can start light and then gradually purchase additional dumbbells as you get stronger. So you can expect to pay about $1 per pound when you go to buy dumbbells, and you can get them at your big box stores like Walmart and Target. If you have a store in your area called Five Below, it's like a kid's store. They sell lots of toys, but they have a fitness department, and they typically have lightweight dumbbells there that are available. So I have just a collection there. The purple ones here in my picture are 2 pounds. The green ones are 3 pounds. And the black set of York dumbbells is a 5 pound set. So and if you don't have dumbbells, but you want to start increasing your strength, a can of vegetables usually weighs in at 15.5 ounces. So that's almost a pound. You can start with a can of vegetables and hold 1 can in each hand and know that you're doing about a 1 pound workout with those vegetable cans. And also you could look for a 16-ounce water bottle and keep it filled. And that's a pound right there. A 32-ounce water bottle would be 2 pounds. So those are some options if you're not ready to spring for the dumbbells. Got some options for you. Do you guys work with dumbbells already?
No,
Not yet?
Yes,
Yeah.
I do. I do, Stacy.
Okay. And my
I-
Wednesday class is a seated strength training class. We do a lot of upper body work. It's that 8 o'clock a.m. Eastern time class. There's a lot of focus on shoulders, upper back, biceps and triceps. So we do some arm work. It's a great class to get started. When I began teaching it in February, I was always demonstrating the use of the vegetable cans for a lightweight option. And I started out demonstrating with 1 pound and, kind of gradually moved up to challenge my participants.
What do you have for people that live in Pacific time zone that aren't necessarily early AM people?
There are other classes that are available. I am an early morning class person. That's the only time I have available. And then I go to a real job for the rest of the day. But there's yoga classes, and that instructor is a Pacific Coast person. So maybe you want to look into the yoga classes. And I know we will be adding other fitness instructors. So just keep checking back.
Thank you.
Absolutely. I wish I could teach more fitness classes throughout the day, but I just don't have that availability. So the question is kettlebells or dumbbells. I'm sure many of you have seen these kettlebells. They're very trendy and they're available in the gym now. And the thing about a kettlebell to know as you look at it, here's the handle where you would grip it. So the center of gravity for that weight is offset by 6 to 8 inches. That is a potential injury waiting to happen if you're just starting out with weight training. So I really recommend that you just work with basic dumbbells. The center of gravity is right there in your hand, and there's no risk of this extra weight pulling on you off to the side or off center. I think this explains it here. So kettlebells are used by athletes who are trying to work on their explosive physical moves. Maybe they're involved in basketball, volleyball, they participate in CrossFit, something like that. But this lack of stability can really cause a potential injury. And my recommendation is to avoid kettlebells unless you're working one-on-one with a personal trainer who's giving you specific suggestions for the use of a kettlebell. Meanwhile, dumbbells are, out of the way, dumbbells are safer and more stable and more versatile.
So what weight of a dumbbell, if you're just starting, should you get?
Well, I recommend you start with a light weight. So you can start with 1 pound or a vegetable can. And if
Okay.
you go through a series of exercises and the next day you feel like you've done nothing, then take it up to 2 pounds. The next day after you work out, you want to feel a little something in your muscles, not pain, not like an injury, not like you're so uncomfortable you don't want to lift your arms again, or if you've worked your legs, you feel like you can't walk up and down the steps. That's too much discomfort. But a little bit of, it just sort of lets you know, hey, I worked those muscles. That's really about all you want to feel.
Okay.
All right?
Uh-huh.
So it's
Thanks.
going to be different for everybody. And if you've never worked out with weights before, you definitely want to start really light. So, 1 pound, start with 1 pound, give it a week or two. If you got nothing, go to 2 pounds, but take a very gradual increase to avoid injury.
Okay.
What is your take on some of those weights that you can wear on your wrist or your ankles?
Somebody asked me about that the last time too, and I keep forgetting to include that in my slide presentation. Depending on what you're going to do with those weights, they may be beneficial, but the danger is, let's talk about ankle weights first. People use ankle weights when they're hiking, or maybe they're going to go for a walk, and they're hoping to increase the amount of work that they're doing. So the danger is pulling against the knee, because now you have this extra weight down around your ankle and your foot, and maybe it's only a 1 pound ankle weight, but with every step you take, that weight is pulling against the ligaments in your knee. And I don't recommend that. I really don't recommend that. Now, if you're doing, you're laying on the ground and you're doing a straight-legged leg lift and you want to add a weight, that's okay, because you're not bending your knee. So you're not adding that tension on the ligaments around the knee, but you're adding that weight differential to your leg as you're doing a straight leg lift. Can you picture what I'm saying? A side laying on the floor leg lift. Yeah, that would be a reason. Now, wrist weights, you have more control over. You're using wrist weights. Maybe you're pumping your arms like this. So you're going to feel that additional stress or strain all throughout your arms. It would be no different than if you walked and held 1 pound dumbbells. So you're in control of that, much different than what happens when you put an ankle weight on and you walk. Does that make sense?
Yes.
I hope so.
Yes, thank you.
I hope I answered your question.
Yes,
You're quite
thank you.
welcome. So here's a stretch strap. Let me see if I have mine over here. So here's my stretching strap, and this is used to increase your ability to stretch and to sort of help yourself get there. If you would imagine, for example, a seated leg stretch. So if you're sitting on the floor, your legs are out in front of you and you want to reach forward, but you can't reach your feet, you will put the strap around the bottom of your feet, and you can hold on to that strap and greatly increase your ability to lean in toward your legs and increase the stretch. And I think this video will show that. Oops. Boy, it doesn't take much of a bump of the mouse to move the slide forward. I apologize. Let's hope this will come up for you. And I'm sorry I can't enlarge the video screen or it will freeze.
Look at this banana. It's fresh, brightly colored. Looks great, right?
Coach Kim, seasoned personal trainer. We have a 15-minute stretch session.
We're not going to watch all of this. I'm just going to pop quickly through it.
But your lower back,
If I can get rid of this
shoulders, we're going to open
thing.
everything up. You're going to feel amazing after this. All right, so what I'd like you to do.
Go away. Put this up here. Nope, that doesn't help either.
What's nice about the stretch strap, it has these little handles.
Stacy, if you can hit no thanks, it will clear that.
About shoulder width, maybe a little bit wider. I want your hands in a nice wide grip. Lift the arms up. Keep that strap tight and then come back down. Nice. My knees are soft. My tummy's tight.
Stacy, if you hit no thanks at the bottom, someone said, there it goes.
Really, really great. If you do have shoulder issues, I really encourage you to.
I just want to
And then bring it back back down.
Oh,
Very
we're not going to
nice.
do that
Look,
one.
That's great. So,
Just to see some of the
next one,
things that
and
she
last one. We're gonna
demonstrates
go
real
back to some upper
quickly.
body. Put your hands in the loops if you have loops. Otherwise, I want this to be a pretty wide grip. And we're going to take it, and I'm going to bring this directly behind me into a little pass through
Ooh,
all the way forward. Let's just do a couple of these, waking up the shoulders. Good. We're going to get one more for fun. Bring it back behind you. And good. These are some great stretches using the strap here for your hamstrings, your hip flexors, IT bands, and lower backs. So let's find that firm surface. And if you have a strap like mine, that's great. I'd put it through the middle loop. If you don't have a loop, just put the strap around the bottom part of your foot. So we're going to start. I'm starting with my left leg bent, my right leg straight out. So your leg doesn't have to be bent, but those with back issues, you'll prefer it. I'm going to lay flat. I'm going to choke up on the strap. Now, what do I mean by that? See how I'm choking up on it? Notice my leg is straight. I don't want it bent. Straighten it up, hold it for a couple seconds, and then lower that leg down. I'm going to do a little active isolated stretching. You breathe out, pull it up. Good. Hold. Now, each time you come up, try to just go a little bit more. Now, remember, stretching is slight discomfort, not pain. Hold. Yes, your hamstrings right here. You feel that? Come back down. Good. That's what I want. All the way up.
so you see how when she uses the strap to assist in the leg lift, so that the exercise is not about lifting the leg, because that puts a lot of stress on your lower back. She's using the strap to lift her leg and just pulling it in so she can get a hamstring stretch. I'm going to go forward again.
We're not muscling it. Remember,
Find
stretching
another
is
one to demonstrate. Let's see what else is she doing here.
to the side.
Oh, this is a good one too for a hip stretch.
You know, we are an accumulation of our habits. You know, think about what we eat, our sleeping habits, and how we live, and the thoughts we think. So let's just add that stretching to one of those good habits that you're going to start doing. Let's get one more for fun. Bring it out to the side.
Okay. So those are some great examples. And now again, this strap, and I don't have all those loops like she was talking about. Mine is just a single strap. It is not stretchy. It's like one of those belts. You could almost use a belt if you don't have, a fabric belt that you get.
Mhm.
It's that same fabric, very sturdy. So it could support your leg. So that's a stretch strap. And since I really feel that stretching is important as we get older, because we lose so much of that flexibility in many of our joints, and that can also lead to an injury, a fall, a muscle tear, sprain and strain. So we want to maintain our flexibility as well as our strength. So this is the Bosu Ball that I mentioned in my very beginning. It's not really something I recommend. It's pretty advanced, and it's used a lot for balance. So you could use it by standing on it, doing exercises, and you have to maintain your balance. It has a little bit of a give to it. You could lean one foot on it and doing lunges. You can do push-ups on it. And again, if you can already do push-ups, then now you're challenging yourself by having to balance on the ball. You can turn it upside down. There's a lot you can do with it, but again, it's very advanced. Not necessarily recommended for what we're doing, but I did want to mention it. Here are the various types of elastic stretching resistance bands right here. Some have handles, some do not. These are a different type of resistance band. You'll see sometimes people put these around their thighs and do step apart, step together, step apart, step together, working their outer thighs. This is my yoga mat in a case, my fitness balls, my dumbbells, and I have a step with multi-levels. It's great if you do a cardio step class. They're also handy for weight training. You can use them to sit on or to kneel on or have one leg on, again, in a lunge type position. So they're handy, not necessary, but handy. Resistance bands. Again, these are great. I love the fact that resistance bands can help you get started without the weight of dumbbells. It's easy to control the angle and intensity of the movement with a resistance band. You can just pull it as far as you can resist and then release it slowly. They're very safe. You can let go at any time and not worry about dropping it on your foot, for instance. They're inexpensive, lightweight. You can carry them with you. You can do exercises with resistance bands sitting or standing. What I don't recommend that you see quite a bit now are the ones that attach to a door. You may have seen those. All I'm seeing with those is injuries. Apparently, someone told me in the last class that some newscaster lost an eye because the band that was attached to the door snapped free and smacked him in the face in a really bad way. So, yeah, I've seen people with facial bruises, chest bruises, leg, stomach. So I just can't recommend any of the ones that attach to a door. Now, the caution with resistance bands is how easily they can tear and break. The rubber does deteriorate, so you have to check them periodically. By really looking closely at every piece of this rubber tubing. Now, this is one that has a handle on the end. It came like that. But I'm already seeing some wear and tear where the handle attaches. So I might just cut that off and just wrap it around my hand this way to use and not worry about that handle. But meanwhile, you need to really check the tubing, running it through your fingers and looking for any type of cracks and tears or weakness in that rubber. And these are available in various thicknesses and strengths. So ideally, if you go to purchase some resistance bands, you may get a set of easy resistance, a more moderate resistance, and then a tighter, firmer resistance.
Okay.
And here are some sample beginning workouts we can look at real quick on YouTube. I apologize for the ads. We always have a little bit of that.
It's Natalie Jill here on Happy, Healthy, and Fit today. We're doing a short workout with bands. I love bands because I love body weight exercises, and what bands allow you to do are create a greater resistance while you're still using body weight and you're doing everything functional versus a machine which is restricting everything. Just adding a little extra resistance. So everything I'm going to do today, you can do with a band if you have them. If you don't, you can do them without a band, just fully using your own body weight. You're still getting functional training, but without the restrictive equipment because you're using your own body weight, but you're adding resistance by using bands.
Fast forward a little bit and let's look at an exercise or two.
But especially if you want to attack that back fat, make this hard. Going, always breathing through things.
It's a very simple starter exercise.
A few more here. Give me two more. Last one. Good job. Two.
Now she's stepping on one end and then doing a lift.
All right. Switching sides, other shoulder. You ready? Take it up. Up.
So that's an intense shoulder workout.
Anything here you can use.
See what else we got.
Tap.
Oh, here she has it tied around her legs. You can see there's an option.
Little steps. Here's where you're going to really feel this in those glutes.
Anything else here that she's doing?
The glutes again, lower body. So you want to untie the band. Straight here. We're gonna go down to the ground on our backs. Take it down here. Lay down. The band you're gonna take across your thighs here, securing your hands tight, holding it here because you'll create a resistance. And we're gonna take it up here to a glute bridge. Are you ready? Everybody with me? If you don't have a band, you can do it just your own body weight. You can also use a weight on your thighs, or just take the band to create a resistance, holding it here. You ready? Take it up, squeeze, and lower, squeeze. Now you wanna hold this band.
Okay. There we go. So she just showed a couple of exercises there, and the type of band that she has is a flat band rather than a tube. And those are very versatile as well. Same thing, they come in a light, easy resistance, a moderate, and a heavier, thicker material. So it's a tighter resistance. And you know, you can tie them around like she did. Now I would caution you, that will increase the chance for there to be rips and tears. Here is the stability ball that I mentioned. A lot of people have these large balls and don't know what to do with them. What I have done actually was I purchased the chair. So this is called a ball chair, and I use this in my office to sit on, and it works the core all day long while I'm sitting on that chair. You can adjust how hard you blow the ball up, making it a little bit softer and easier to maintain your balance. You can adjust the height that way as well. This is a very lightweight plastic chair, and it's designed to hold a fitness ball. Here are some typical exercises that people do at home with a large ball. They're pretty advanced moves. This one here is an advanced move as she's starting out in a push-up position with the ball under her legs and then using her abdominal strength to pull that ball in with her feet. Now this one I like. This is a great exercise to get started, leaning over the ball and reaching your body long and just lifting one arm at a time. And if you feel strong enough to lift one arm and the opposite leg, challenging your core muscles and your back as well right there. So that one is good. If you're comfortable enough to get down on the floor, you could use a stability ball to do an exercise like this one or this one, which is using the ball as an assist for a sit-up. Now she is arching full over the ball to get the most out of this sit-up. I recommend that you start here with the ball not all the way under your back, but rather you're leaning into the ball. And that will provide enough of a support and a place to get started. And then you don't have to get the whole way down on the floor. Now there's a risk with using these balls. It could come out from behind you. So if I were recommending that you do this exercise, I would say to put that ball up against the wall. That way it's not going to go anywhere. And ease gently into this position. Find a place where you feel comfortable and supported, and then you can do some abdominal crunches right here. I wouldn't recommend that, arching over the ball like that. I don't recommend that any of us are doing that one. Did someone have a question?
Which one were you showing? I'm on my phone, so I can't see it as well.
Oh, which one was I showing? This middle one. And you're going to get, there will be an email that will come after, and there's a copy of this in the email. So you can see these exercises. The one I did not recommend is the one where she has the ball under her feet in a push-up position. It's in the upper left-hand corner of the page.
Okay.
But I do like the two lower exercises at the bottom of the page.
Okay.
Sure. Now a medicine ball is a heavier ball, the one that she's using here. I have a 3-pound ball over here behind me. It's the aqua colored ball over here on the floor. And what I like it for is exactly what she's doing. I like it for abdominal work. In this twisting manner, it gives a little bit additional resistance as I sit in a crunch position and swivel my upper body to the right and the left, turning that ball from side to side. So a medicine ball does challenge core strength and stability, and you can add it to many, not any and all body weight exercises, but let's say to many body weight exercises for additional intensity. It's fun to do with a partner for upper body strength. You could stand fairly close to one another and just toss it back and forth. And you can start with a ball as light as 2 pounds, but start with as light a ball as you can get if you're interested in a medicine ball. And I'm not going to show the video because I'd like to get through this and have some time for questions. Here's the Bosu ball that I mentioned again. That is the ball that is a half a circle on a stable base. And they're showing you someone holding a plank with that ball turned upside down, so that not only does she have to hold the plank position, but she's got to maintain stability with a wobbly surface. So it's just an additional challenge. Maybe not recommended for somebody just starting out or getting back into fitness. These are more advanced type of exercises. A yoga mat, I highly recommend everybody has a yoga mat. If you're able to get down on the floor and do any kind of stretching or exercises, you're going to want that nice surface to support your body. And a good yoga mat will have a slightly tacky or sticky surface so that you don't slide.
Mm-hmm.
A foam roller is helpful to work out an injury, a tight muscle, increase flexibility, work through an injury, calf cramps, for example. This person is using the roller to avoid, prevent, or minimize cramping in the calf muscle. And here we have it on the side of the hip here. There's a lot you can do with a foam roller. And they can come knobby like this one. The surface is rough and has little bumps on it. You can get smooth ones as well. So what questions can I answer with the last few minutes that we have today?
Stacy, I noticed that you did not mention treadmills or bikes.
No, I was really, that's great, but I was really focusing on small, portable, inexpensive things rather than the large stuff. Yeah, treadmill and a bike is great if you have the room and you can afford it. And I don't have any particular brands that I would suggest or recommend. I really just wanted to focus on inexpensive, portable, lightweight. You can put it in a laundry basket and tuck it away in the closet.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Karen.
I noticed that the exercise balls look like they come in different sizes. What do you recommend?
So your exercise ball should be the size so that when it's blown up and you sit on it, your knees are at a 90-degree angle. Your thighs are parallel to the floor.
Okay.
So maybe
What about the hand ones?
The hand balls come in an 8 to 9 inch diameter. I've only ever seen those balls in that one size, and then people just inflate them differently. So the guy in the video looked like he had a 6 or 7 inch. He had the ball that I have, which I have blown up to maximum capacity probably. His is not as inflated, as hard as mine is.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Yes, just talk out. Deanna, do you have a question?
No, I'm pretty clear.
Okay. Anybody else have any thoughts or questions for me? Jean Ann, any questions, or you're just saying you're good?
No, no questions. I'm good. I think this was a good balance of equipment offered, giving us some high points on how we can use it in safety. And I like that. That's exactly what I was hoping to get out of the class and listen to other people's experiences with using it. So good job.
Oh, thank you. I'm glad that you got what you were looking for. I appreciate that.
I agree. I agree.
You just might motivate me to wake up in the morning, even if I have to go back to bed since I'm retired.
Well, and you know, if you can just get up and click on it, you'll get the email, or you can request a copy and watch it later in the day, you know, and that would be ideal. Maybe get it at and work out at a time that works better for you. Since it is available, you can get the recording.
A note to you, you cannot get a recording of the class unless you've been on it for 40 minutes.
Oh, really?
That's what the help at GetSet Up told me.
That's what they told you? Okay.
Yeah. But that's okay. I can do the 40 minutes once and then get the recording and have it.
And then if you are on Facebook, GetSet Up has a Facebook page and they post the broadcast there. So you could scroll back on their Facebook page and find my videos.
That's a good idea. Nobody has mentioned that one in the intro classes or whatever.
Okay.
So I'll go do that. That may be something they've added on as an upgrade.
Yeah, I mean, it's available to everybody. If you're on Facebook, go to, you know, look for the GetSet Up page and you'll see their logo and the orange and blue colors. And they keep broadcasting whatever is on the live stream they post to Facebook.
Oh.
And then in the email that I send out, I'll include the link to my own personal fitness page on Facebook. And sometimes I post the live stream as well. Not always. We've had a couple days where it's glitchy and the what's it called? Internet isn't working that well for me. So it's not a really good picture. So I don't rebroadcast those, but I do have fitness tips on occasion if you're interested in that sort of thing.
Okay.
So I'm going to go ahead.
What was the name of that class?
What's that?
What was the name of that class?
What's the name of the class we just had?
No, the one that you were saying that at 8 o'clock in the morning.
I teach Monday through Friday at 8 in the morning, and every day it's different. So on Monday, it's called Morning Fitness. If you just go on the website and search Morning Fitness, all the classes will come up. Monday Morning Fitness is core training, and Tuesday Morning Fitness is Let's Get Moving. On Wednesday, it's seated strength training, et cetera, et cetera. You'll find them on the GetSet Up website. If you just search Morning Fitness and it'll come up.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Okay. Anybody else?
Thank you. This has been awesome. My friend gave me something for balanced diet to put on my refrigerator, and that was a cookie in each hand. This is different.
This is a little different. This is a little different, but thank you for sharing. I love that. Cookie in each hand. You're great. All right.
Thanks,
So
Stacy.
Lester, our TA today, posted the link to my other classes in the chat. So your Zoom should allow you to save a copy of today's chat. And so after the class, you'll have that link if you look in the chat, the link on Get Set Up to my other classes. Thank you, Lester. He's really helpful. All right, I'm going to go ahead and share my closing slides. There we go. Thank you again so much for joining me today. If you're on social media, you can share about your experience using the hashtag #GetSetUp. You can look for other fitness classes and movement classes that you might enjoy throughout the day or the weekend. Look for the Ageless Grace class or the line dancing class, or there's a lot of yoga classes also that are available. So my next class next week, they're all called Morning Fitness. Tuesday is Let's Get Moving. Wednesday is Seated Strength Training. Thursday is a fitness combo. It's a little bit of everything. So I hope you guys will consider joining.
Oh.
Be on the lookout for the email that you'll get after class that'll contain some notes from today's class, some suggestions for other classes you might enjoy, and a link to share your feedback about this class and about Get Set Up, your experience in general. Did you know you can now refer a friend to Get Set Up? Look for this, whoops. Look for this page on your computer where it says invite a friend, and then you can enter your friend's email address and click the orange tab, and they'll automatically get an email that will allow them to sign up for Get Set Up. This is the most important email to remember right here, help@getsetup.io. That email is where you want to request a session recording or let the people at Get Set Up know that you'd like to host an interest group about something that you're interested in. Or maybe you've been looking for a class on a certain topic and we don't have it yet. Let us know. Maybe one of our instructors will be able to teach that class. Once again, thank you for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed it. And I will hopefully see some of you in my other fitness classes. Take care. Have a great weekend. If you're getting any fitness equipment, be sure to use it safely. And I'll send out an email that'll contain all those links that I shared with you and some other tips for getting started with fitness equipment.
Thank you. Enjoyed the class.
Great. Thank you. Bye-bye, everyone.
Bye.